Hello everyone! Hope you're having a good Monday, even though it's Monday and we all hate Mondays. Monday, boring day. Today we're gonna dive deeper, or just go further ahead, I guess, with the main story eventually in Dawntrail. But first, role quests. I forgot about the role quests. So every even level, gotta check for the role quests because you're not warned that you can do in them. And I have Shadowbringers in mind, where you had to actually do the role quests in order to complete the main story, which I think now, because I was watching someone play through Shadowbringers for the first time, and they got a warning that they must complete the role quests in order to complete the main quest. We don't get that warning here, so I don't think we have to, but I wanna. So, Loash Kanai staring wistfully into the horizon. Oh, it's you, Drax. You'll have to forgive the dour mood. I don't understand it. How is it that Elle and Kokonoa can so grandiosely reveal their names and identities, yet I remain unable to track them down? Could be false names? I have been following the latest hearsay, but I haven't had much luck. Not a soul has seen them since the incident with Whislum and Zerig. But that's not to say I have given up entirely. Now that they know I'm on their trail, I suspect they're using my unfamiliarity with this island to their advantage. I dare say they're lying low outside the city. That's why I propose a trip to the Morabai dry docks. Folk here often speak of it, but I've yet to go there myself. So it seems as good a place as any. If you're game, I will meet you there. The dry docks, you say? The home of PvP and island sanctuary visitation. Ah, there you are, Drax. Well, while I was waiting for you, this fellow come along asking for help. Sorry to trouble ye, but me little brother's gone missing and I could use a hand finding him. He said he wanted to see the ships I made, so I started showing him around. The next thing I knew, he was gone. Lad's probably got himself lost. Oh, that poor dear. I know we still have the heart sting to consider, but I'd like to search for this man's brother, if that is all right with you. Much appreciated. I'm sure we'll find him all the faster with your help. Find him alive all the faster with your help? Okay, yeah, sure. Ye have me thanks. Me brother wouldn't say boo to a goose, so I doubt he would leave the docks on his own. He's got a mop of red hair like mine, so you'll know him when you see him. We'll keep an eye out. I know that you're itching to search for him as well, but could I ask you to wait here just in case he comes back? Let's split up then so we can cover more ground. Good luck. The last guy we saw with red hair was the guy who kidnapped Wook. So, probably no relation. Hopefully. Look at this. How the hell are you lost? Just go over to the balustrade here and look over the kids. I'm scared. Where are you? Huh? You're here to take me back to my brother? Sure am. Just walk that way about 50 meters and you'll find him. Found the little one. I'm so glad he's safe. I just wanted to see the ships my brother was working on. I thought I could see him better from higher up, but I lost my way because I'm a stupid kid. Sounds like you had quite the... You don't have to talk down to him like that. But you were very brave today, so I'll tell you a secret. Even grown-ups get lost. Have an awful time learning my way around somewhere new, even with a map. Yeah, the guy looks like he's, what, between 11 and 13? This is like she's talking to a 5-year-old. What the hell? Really? Guess I'm not the only one. Smile, we like to see those. Now your brother is very worried about you, so can you promise me you won't go wandering off on your own again? Promise, I should say sorry to my brother too. Let's take him back then. He was way too old to get that sort of talking too. You're lifesavers, both of ye. You deserve a proper reward, but I ain't got much to offer at the moment. Oh, we're in no need of coin, just some information, if you have it. Have you seen a Huron woman and a Lalafellin man around the docks in recent days? One is an alchemist and the other a goldsmith. They likely have a few mammoths with them as well. And if not, have you heard any rumors of food or drink that causes ailments when you consume them? Such as blindness or numbness? Afraid I haven't seen or heard anything like that. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help to you. Ah, that's alright. Knowing they haven't been around the docks is equally helpful. Well, that's good at least. I'll be praying to the navigator you both find who you're looking for. Any road, the two of us ought to be heading home. Thanks again for everything, and good fortune and safe travels to you both. Still no word of the Unbound, but at least we could help those brothers. Children often let their curiosity guide them, which means they will naturally wander off on their own adventures. I don't blame that man for worrying much as he did. Something tells me you speak from personal experience. I do, in fact. I am the oldest sibling in my family. I can't tell you how many times I've had to search for my brothers and sisters when they were growing up. Now that I think on it, I've barely even told you about my family or my village or anything, really. That is not a requirement. I'm here to help you find your relic. I'd be happy to share a few stories if you like. The ocean view here is beautiful, so we may as well enjoy the scenery and relax a bit. Do we have to? My people hail from the northern valleys of Shalturak. We're a close-knit community of hunters, for the most part. Children are given spears, well, practice ones, before they even learn to walk, and we hone our tracking skills from a very young age. Is that surprising? It seems second nature to me, but then again, I've encountered my fair share of surprises here as well. Our village rests in a veritable sea of poisonous plants and animals, so the slightest injury on a hunt can prove deadly. Thus, we believe it prudent to begin our training as early as possible. Yet no matter how skilled we might become, accidents are inevitable, and the heart sting proves vital to our survival. Not only does it produce poison, it cleanses it as well. In the right hand, it can dispel some of the deadliest natural toxins known to mankind. Only some? It even purifies the beasts we hunt. In fact, our diet consists of highly venomous creatures, one that would normally kill a grown adult if ingested. Wait. Isn't it venomous if they attack you and throw poison in you and poisonous if you digest it. I guess these pieces are both. The Heartsting allows us to lead a quiet, peaceful life in lands where others dare not tread. It always has. I suppose that's why I never imagined someone like Elle would take that away from us. When I left, our village food stores were well stocked, but I can't bear the thought of my younger brothers and sisters going hungry. I must return the Heartsting as soon as I can, for their sakes. I wish to bring back their smiles and make them feel safe again, just as we did for that young boy. In any case, thank you for listening. Thinking of home puts me in a good spirits. As long as I remember who and what I'm here for, it will be alright. I know it. But I've kept you long enough. I think it's time we made our way back to Limsa, don't you? Is there more? No. Oh. Okay, so that was basically a nothing burger of a quest. But probably, maybe not just me speaking, but that was kind of a waste of time. Then again, I think it's my dislike for children comes into play here. Yeah. That was a much needed reprieve, but we'll need to plan for our next destination, and soon. Well now, fancy meeting you here. It's good to see you two again. What brings you to Limsa? Nothing of import, really. Just a bit of restocking before our next job, but we happened to spot you along the way. Didn't want to miss the opportunity to greet our heroes. Our client arrived to swift perch in one piece, thanks to your timely influence. Indeed, while I regret that you had to see us in such a pitiable state, we're both grateful for your aid. When last we met, you spoke of pursuing those two charlatans, did you not? Yes, that's right. They've stolen a precious heirloom from my village, so I'm doing everything in my power to return it to its rightful place. So that's the way of it. Bombastic as those two were, we've not seen hide nor hair of them in Aleport since. No word of any incidents like ours either. But I've a feeling they won't stay in the shadows for long. If we sniff out any suspicious incidents while we are out and about, we will make sure to keep you informed. I won't say no to some extra pairs of eyes around the island. I made my base of operations here in the city, so if you hear even a peep about the poisoning, you know where to find us. Well, we may not have found any leads on Elle, but I'm glad we had a chance to chat. And with Witslum and Zerig on our side, things are looking up. For now, I'll keep in touch with our newfound allies. Should I hear any news on our culprits, I'll be sure to let you know. Yeah, okay. Let's just get back to chasing Valigarmanda. Would be in Warlar's Echo. That's where we start. Yeah, that was about as interesting as the Heavensward White Mage quests, which were not that fun. I do miss job quests, but I understand why they may not have the energy to keep up with doing job quest lines for each and every job, especially as they keep adding more and more, except for gathering and crafting jobs. I still... At least we get a big, nice quest line if you complete all the role quest lines at the end in a later patch, so I guess that's something. Please specify desired ethereal aspects. Caravel is ready to send his ether-seeking device in pursuit of Valigarmanda. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. Because Valigarmanda can do fire and ice and lightning. He's basically a King Gleok. But since everyone had burns, we think they're using fire right now. Right, the Seeker is ready to go. Orlar's Echo is still suffused with the Sky Ruins' residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, Erevel will accompany you. The Ether Seeker will then begin leading you onwards. Follow the Ether Seeker to its destination without falling behind. Follow the Ether Seeker, yes. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire-aspected ether. This way. Whoops. That was fire-aspected ether detected. This is the menu I wanted. Where's my little finger? Source of fire-aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. This is not gonna be Valigarmanda. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. A fire elemental? Would you mind dealing with that fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. If only I had water spells that were not defensive. Bonk. 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 I don't have my Chocobo. I should get him out. Hey, my little Chocobo. Give me a little bit of help. On to the next then, Ravel. Unnecessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire-aspected ether. Shouldn't I have a hand here somewhere? I don't even remember the name of it. There it is. Wind up cursor. Source of fire-aspected ether located. This time we have fire golems? No, it's a fire pubado. Pubado? Pubado. Pobad? Fire Phoebe? Frightening enough, but again, not what we were looking for. if you would be so kind. Oh, you bet. Why go into the battle music and then go out to this and force me to keep the battle music? Or give me the battle music, period. I like the battle music. Here I am. They can basically tell you to keep the attacker stance. Don't need a tank, don't need a healer. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to... Seeker, resume tracking, and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resuming tracking. We're gonna go for that Phobad over there again? No? Okay. Another source. Located. Ah, another remnant of Valigarmanda's last rampage. The crater's flame registered to the Seeker as a corporeal ether. Hmm? In the words of the Tural saga, when Valigarmanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever, its eyes does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawnservant able to turn the Sky Ruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. Just a moment. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valigarmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey. As a gleaner, and as a guide. It's fine, Erenville. It is fine. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valigarmanda's ether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Sample ethereal signature detected, engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Which means get there under your own power. I am done with the... yes, good. Only quests left. Well, that was 3 more. Whee! Alright. You can't dismount by using skills. I keep forgetting. Now, 8 you say? %, you say? 50% you say? I think I can make it. 60? Nah, it's not worth it. Because if you get bronze players, you get like 50,000 experience or something. not worth it. Good, the Seek was drawn directly to the Sky Ruins fire. Now we know that we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspects. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Tural withdrawal itself. Recalibrating sensors, resuming tracking. Ah, that one though. That one we can do. Eine Bossefate. Fate joined. Yes, indeed, sir. Good. Wait, is that a warrior? Yeah, it's a warrior. I don't need to heal you. You're a freaking warrior. Heal yourself. Tank, heal thyself. You don't need my help. You might, though. You can't stand still, you freaking ninja. No, you're a viper. Okay. I think. Ah, whatever. I can help a little. There's a viper. Another viper. So many people just going for vipers. Just zooming through the story. Oh, no, 300,000. That's a little bit better. Just gonna make the slow trek to the other side of the map. Cheers. I think we'd notice if Valigarmanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Doi. So why did he even stop here? Why did he detect the ether from inside this passage?
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all.
It could.
In any case, I'm almost certain the withdrawal was headed in the direction of Warcore Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
I'll Alphino is assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Vorkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
Rainbow Mountains. Oh.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Not you guys again.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Vorkor Lardor, or you are fools.
Why not
If you
both?
doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
Oh, hello. I knew they wouldn't.
The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes.
Oops, did I click past that?
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the first promise too.
Sriracha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead. A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome.
You're warming up to us. I know it.
I would take the measure of this Tural withdrawal my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people!
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
And me.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone. We are still in her debt. This is true. consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Understood.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawnservant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliolal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Yeah. Didn't have to put it that way.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Yes.
I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Orkor Lardor is now accessible. During this quest, and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of NPC companions. Sure, I did that with Eidolon, so why not? It feels... I like actually being able to do the trials within the party of NPCs. Don't like doing it with them in dungeons, because... goddamn, they slow. This? Form a party and enter war, or... let's small talk first. Even Papa may not have been able to slay Valigarmanda, but with the Dawn's promise and our allies all fighting together, I believe we can do just that. What is on your mind, brother? What is on your mind? We needn't speak. Oh, okay. Caramel? You and yours have journeyed to the edge of existence and back. I'm sure defeating this overgrown snake bird is well within your capabilities. Yet I bid you be cautious, all the same. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. Who is going to be the other healer? If I wasn't a healer. Urianjay. No? He is a healer. Is it Koana? Are you gonna be like the Crystal Exarch, be able to fill almost any role? Let's do this! Ooh. Is that the same rainbow we saw in the boat dungeon? Tural Vidra, Valigarmanda. Ooh, it's big. Let's go. Enormous wind surrounds Valigarmanda. Correct. This is not a safe spot to stand, okay. Yeah, the strength. I'll just stay here. Hinges build within the beak. Yep. Nope. Oh. Evil. Oh, you're tired. You're not glowing anymore. Skyrim. Wait, an assist trophy? What?
Innovation is the key to victory!
Ow.
Out of my way!
Okay. So, gravity thing from Omega? And feathers? That just did AoE damage.
Behold the heavens' brilliance!
I have you now.
Damn, you fast with that healing, Eorzea. You're very fast with that healing.
Make ready!
Okay, so assist trophy number 2. The place is ice. Are we actually... We're not gliding though. It's just snow in the southeast. Well, okay. That's cool. Yes. They will keep running. Whoop. It's really cool. Willful, burning for battle, sustaining most damage. Ah, right. Ooh.
Out of my way!
What a nice pose. Ruin for toe. Yeah, okay. Oh, Wook! No surround, Jaja. Not Rook. Come to me, please. Oh, that changes targets all the time. Okay. That's also cool. Come here, people. Or I guess you go there. That's fine too. I'll let it go, RJ. Heal that. Truly disaster.
Think you're tough, do you?
Yes.
Back off!
Oh. Right. This is just Ifrit? Oh, make it, make it. Oof. Why are you still standing in the corners? You know something I don't? There we go. Back to the lightning, Skyruin. That was the gravity thing, right? Yes. Up we go. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting one spell I have, Presence of Mind. Of course, it's
Let's give them
absent.
a show!
So we're gonna get some avalanches again? First it's gravity, then it's avalanches, then it's ifrits. And then to the middle. I almost had time to cast another spell. Okay, this was a fun fight, not the most difficult one, but fun. No. Little snake, go bye-bye. We won? We won! Small wonder they called it the Sky Ruin. It was an ordeal indeed. Thank you. Thancred? Thancred, no care. There we go. Well, that was grueling. He expected more. Well, it was weakened, alright? It just woke up. It didn't have a chance to get it back its full strength. So thank the Dawnservant for that.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda.
In a weakened state, but yes, we did.
A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
She is endearing.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Fidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it?
Made all the difference. Still an impressive feat.
Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You fought well, though. That's for sure.
I did, didn't I? Even if it wasn't at full strength, we defeated a living legend.
This is the second time.
I'll surpass the old man one day.
We hear the trailer music. Are they gonna break that pattern? We're not gonna hear this during the final battle?
The Sky Ruin lies dead. And still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
I'm sure they had lots to talk about. So, Aramel, where is Sarelja? I'm still giddy from our victory. The matter of outdoing our father aside, this was the best outcome we could have hoped for. Never again will our people need fear the looming shadow of the Sky Ruin. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Sarelja came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Sarelja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. Ah, so that's where he went. Well, that's nothing unusual for Sarelja. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Urkopacha at risk. there would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. Okay, but the one you expressed the most trepidation? Concern about was the first promise at first, but I guess you have mellowed out a little bit on that. Ooh, level 95. Stop trying to speak Swedish. Thank you. Spending time alone with Sarelja was akin to torture. Despite my obvious disinterest, he spewed a constant stream of mean-spirited bile. Honestly, might have preferred facing fire and ruin with you on the battlefield. Yeah, I'll make Bakul Jaja answer for this. The matter of outdoing... Yes. Yes. Bankrupt. Would suggest sharing the news of your victory. The Yokwi must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valigarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alphinods as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. Was it? Pardon me? Good, maybe now it'll stop itching. We're going back all the way down here. Only 5 levels and 4 zones to go? That's the wrong key combination. Alt-Shift-E? Alt-Shift-E. Still 4 undiscovered locations, maps, and I'm halfway to max level. Damn. It is a lot of rested experience though. That does help. It's going to slow down considerably once I hit the cap of my rested experience. Eorzea? I see Master Alphino hath made good use of the time to further tend to the wounded. While we were contending with that screeching menace, I expect Bakul Jaja was off to the next feat. Which would be because we've done Reed's Gold, Pots, and we did some here. Proof? And we need to do eyes as well. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Gurfala. Gurfurlur. Good old Gurfurlur.
To the temple, then.
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour.
Hello, Gurfurlur. Damn, I forgot how big you were.
Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
Oh?
A second feat?
Yeah, of ice.
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison.
Now what, though?
How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
I mean, I turned 2 ice.
What more would we test,
Does that
Zulmurmur?
count?
They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jar Jar, then no one is.
Oh, hello.
Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
Sweet. Basically 2 feats in one. How did they get here after us, though? They took the very scenic route? Oh, so this means that Bakul Jaja missed 2 keystones, so who is he gonna steal them from?
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Well, 3, with Bakul Jaja's stolen one.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
Definitely for that. He's gonna get
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokui.
very good spanking he's gonna get.
May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
One thing is that everyone is still working under the assumption that the winner will be the next Dawnservant. Only we and the Dawnservant knows that that's not really the case. Only the worthy will become Dawnservant. Even if you win, and you still suck, he's not gonna
Was
step
never
down.
much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Ha! I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Oh, one of you guys.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
The guys in metallic red armor who hates us. Conquer.
You Woklamat, was it not? I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph.
Team effort.
Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Tural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. Every building was a palace. midst reigned a silent goddess. A statue so tall, even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Tural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, no dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
Huh.
So only Yokwi in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt.
Yeah, you big softy.
Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Huh, so only from the quarries in Yaktel. I first thought that maybe all the Yokwi got them because they were growing too powerful and something in the Golden City felt threatened and lured them there in order to decimate them. But if it's only in the quarries, that thought is out the window. With only 2 keystones remaining, we've at last begun to gain a fuller picture of the legend of the Golden City. What a turn of events. We were only meant to strengthen the eyes, but Bakul Jaja's idiocy forced us to do them one better. So Yaktel is where the Yokwi had their golden dreams. We may soon have the chance to investigate that tale firsthand. Because there are no Yokwi living there anymore, right? A heavenly land suffused with a golden glow. I don't think Vorpolor and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliyola. That doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. Whee! Yep. I saw the quests for flying. Murfurlur. It's too far below me. Great and mighty Drath, I've heard tell of your victory over Valigarmanda. You protected our land, and for that, I, Murfurlur, express my deepest gratitude. I wish only that I had seen the battle with my own eyes. As the warrior of the Yokwi, I cannot fathom how one of your diminutive stature laid low the fearsome sky ruin. Thus do I ask if you would demonstrate your martial prowess. My magical prowess. I thank you for this honor. Of late, hulking monsters have been sighted south of the Shades of Grief, endangering all who travel along the road. I bid you snuff out this threat, that I might see for myself how you subdue your foes. I shall go there now. Join me when you are prepared. I think I can get rid of this one now. It was fun while Erenville had it. Don't need it anymore. Now who has my other ether currents? Garhorlur. No, I can't even do that. Hail, visitor! Care to partake in one of our customary rituals? Fret not, for your part to be played is a simple one. You see, the illuminations here in Warlord's Echo make use of glowstones that you don't need to gather from the nether, a rare and precious material found only through mining. On occasion, we offer up prayers in the hope that their inner light remains strong and bright. I don't know where inner light came from, but now it is. First, I would ask you raise a hand to the saltwater jar and pray for light everlasting. Strange though it may seem, I assure you it is a necessary step in our ritual. Now, great warrior, slayer of Valigarmanda, open your heart and focus. I shall focus. I shall attune to the saltwater jar. It appears your feelings were heard loud and clear. Let us proceed to the next step. Now that the salt water has received of your prayers, you need merely sprinkle it upon the glowstones scattered around the village, and the ritual will be complete. I see. I'll do that soon. I'll go and do this first. Truly died. I don't think I've killed you. You don't seem to drop anything either. Just Murfurlur, here you are. Glad am I to see you did not lose your way. As for this one, it made the mistake of picking a fight with me. There was another, but unlike its comrade, it had the good sense to flee. Not far, however. Stalks us from the shadows, yet thirsting for blood. These beasts are formidable indeed, possessed of strength equal to their keen senses. I would have you hunt down the one that remains. Follow its tracks to the southwest. Doubtless it will reveal itself to what it will see as a smaller, less challenging foe. Indeed. Hello. Well, if you help me with mine, I'm gonna help you with yours. Favor for a favor. Help for help. Impressive, Drak. Not once did you falter before the towering Hualapen. Quick to react and adapt you were indeed. You bastard. Yes, I've seen all that I needed to see. Now that the threat is no more, let us return to Warlord's Echo. Let's. Can you freaking stop itching? No, it can't. And then we can go and sprinkle some salt water on whatever we're gonna do. On the glowstones, that's what we're gonna do. Poor little glowstones. I see you're back to carving your stuff. Although... Ah, okay. There they are. I thought you had other stones carved. I probably just remember it incorrectly. How are you doing? My skin no longer burns as it did when I first felt the sting of Valigarmanda's flames. That sensation was most unpleasant. What's with these bots today? Hey, Shabbat. Here, you can have some salt water. And then all the way over there. Down, 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 down. Way down. Not in range? Bastard. There you go. I might as well complete. This has been an enlightening experience for me. Not often am I granted the chance to witness a warrior whose skill far surpasses my own. For years I served as guardian of Eorzea the Gracious, watching over the seal placed upon Valigarmanda. I would have aided in the feat of ice too, had the sky ruin not rendered our plans meaningless. I mean Bakul Jaja. You see, it is the duty of the temple guardians to drive off the dangerous creatures drawn to Valigarmanda's energies. At times it was all we could do to shield the frozen Vidral from swarms upon swarms of beasts. Now that Valigarmanda has been laid low, we guardians have nothing left to guard. Of course, this is cause for celebration. Urkopacha, nay, all of Tural, need no longer fear the Sky Ruin's destruction. And yet, part of me felt otherwise. Deprived of purpose, I relinquished my position. Bakul Jaja has a lot to answer for. Personally, I wouldn't mind if someone made my job unnecessary. We've been the warrior plight for long enough. I gather those around you are not inclined to let your talents go to waste. I understand the desire to rest from time to time, though. At any rate, I thought seeing you in action might move me to seek my next passion, or at the very least, provide inspiration for a new combat technique. But given your squishy, hairless body, I remained skeptical until I observed your power firsthand. I would also be remiss not to praise your economy of movement, always thinking ahead, looking for the shortest route to victory. What calling has led you to develop such commendable skills? Adventurer. Saver of worlds and the universe. Ah, so you are an adventurer. Does that mean your life's purpose is the pursuit of adventure? How intriguing. Alas, much as I would love to hear your many tales, I will not keep you. When next you have a moment, however, it would be my honor to speak with you at great length. Because we have oh so many tales to tell. I see you have successfully completed the ritual, and for that, you have my thanks. Likewise, my fellow Yokui will be glad to know that an outsider has shared in our culture. When mining the peak for glowstones, we occasionally discover shellfish fossils. Some have wondered if perhaps this tall mountain was once submerged beneath the waves of many long lifetimes ago. Probably. Wasn't there an Umbral era that had a big freaking flood? 4th? 5th? The stone's radiance is a reflection of their joy, shining all the brighter when offered water that smells of the sea, or so the story goes. Thus, what was our little tradition born? Knowing that it is the will of a great warrior that now illuminates our humble village, our spirits are sure to lighten as well. Suffice it to say, we are fortunate indeed that you were willing to join in our prayer with an open heart. May the light of the glowstones ever guide your steps. Nothing. No more am I bound to the earth. I'm free! I think it's time we return to Tural. After scaling Tural's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. The respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the Furad cabins calling our names. We done! To Tural! The Furad cabins. And also two retainers. Aha, you leveled. Can you actually get something new now? No, because you need better gear. Well, I can't give you that yet. Oh, yeah. You'll just have to keep going with these. There are still 2 feats left to go, but there are 4 areas left. Still want to face them refreshed and ready for action. I won't say no to clean sheets and a soft pillow. No sooner did we set foot back into Tural than I felt the weight of recent events set in all at once. I am definitely due for a long nap. You're not an NPC. I'll take the opportunity to think on some things. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I will leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Wuklamat? Wuklamat, did you hear me? Lost here in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter, I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin and enjoy your stay. I'm actually gonna go to my cabin this time. I see. I think that's the first time I actually go to my cabin. Everyone else has been allowed to rest every time we went back to Tural, but I've always been caught up in various stuff. Welcome back, Master Razardos. Your cabin is just as you left it. Minus a light layer of dust. Nothing touched because you've never been in here before. Well, once, I believe. When we started out, but after that we have not been in here. That's a nice little cozy view though. Knock knock. Let me guess, Wuklamat?
You have a moment?
I didn't invite you in, but sure, come in.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm. Come in, sit down, have a drink. Get a new haircut.
So,
Yes?
It's just too stuffy in here, that's what.
Uh-huh. Sure.
We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air, that's what we need.
You wanna go grab a taco instead? Your last one got smooshed, remember? You can go for a taco. Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tural. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. Fine. That's what you need? Never gonna let me rest, are you? Why does the dash make you stop running? I don't like that. I'm not attuned to that destination. What the shit? I missed that one? I guess we'll go to the palace then. I missed an Ethernet shard. Well, that's embarrassing. It's fine. We'll get more jazz that way. And we can keep an eye out for any vistas, sightseeing spots. Thank you. Thank you, Brain. Excuse me, Wook. I'm gonna have to go get a freaking shot. That down there, I missed that one. Really? Very, very clumsy. This is what I was wondering about. Because I remember, I've taken all the shards now. Why didn't something come up? Okay. I see, I missed that one. Now I can even teleport outside. Peshua, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it will help. No. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshua. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. Also, beat up that Jaja fella. He's a douchebag. Real dingleberry. All those smiling faces. Hello. Sorry, Drak. I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to that spot I was thinking of. Sure, gather your strength and your courage. Gather your power and your courage. I don't know, I think Kona got all the wisdom. 2 out of 3 ain't bad though.
This is much better.
This does.
I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Warkor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural?
Sure, that's what you've been saying all along. Let's pretend I remember.
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war.
Nah.
And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Told you to never again show me the smiling bird.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
I mean, sure, that's what makes life worth living for you. Okay, got it. Smiling faces are the best measure of peace. Sure. I don't think she wishes for a world like in the Yokwid stream, because that's not everyone's idea of peace, prosperity, and happiness. And it's true, ideals are nice in theory, but there are always crinkles when you try to put them into practice.
I understand that making everyone happy isn't practical or even possible.
As long as you understand it.
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
You can at least settle for content.
So, this is my plan.
As long as they're not outright unhappy.
When I become Dawnservant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness! It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
That is true.
If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me? Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
She may not be ready as a ruler just yet, but she is growing. That's definitely good progress. She's learning to shed most of her immaturity and naivete. I hope she keeps a bit of it though, because people are more fun that way. A good night's sleep. You know what would be cool? If we could have a specific social glamour plate where we could put like sleepwear and stuff, so that in cutscenes they use that instead of our everyday clothes. Just a thought. And if we go to a party in the cutscenes, we could have a social glamour plate for dressing up. Just a thought. Roll Alfino. What is on your mind? You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. What was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. Peaceful intentions. Well, hey, 663. We're still not quite there. He seems eager to review your journey thus far. Oh, so this is the middle of the season filler episode quest. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Previously on Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Soralja and Kona has completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Uklamat would be equalled with them but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us 1 short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I'll be taking back what is mine, this I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Valigarmanda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I will do what I must. The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Shibral in the forests of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Ikbrax. So Yaktel is the entire forest, and there's a quarry somewhere in Yaktel. But no one lives there now then? Or they would be having dreams of the Golden City? That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of the Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawnservant, but little more than that. That would be Brahman? Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Kettenram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tural. Travails? He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least, that is the common belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. So this Kettenram fellow must have come to Tuliolal. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet. Vestiges of Yokui architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autarch, didn't you? Then Kettenram must have met the Dawnservant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city? One of the grandest in Tural, once upon a time, and the seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrax. Then all things considered, Yaktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? Eh. I mean, airships are fine, but I don't know about balloons. They might suck for you. To the dirigibles we go. The balloons. It'll be fine, just fine. How exciting. The design of Tural dirigibles intrigues me. I must note how they perform compared to Eorzean airships. Ready to leave when you are. The next flight to Dawntrail will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. No luggage made of sentient pearwood? Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? Or all the way to Dawntrail? Sure it will. Come on now, Wookie Wook. Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off. Be fine. Come on now. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. Come on. We talked about this. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. If that's the moral support you need, sure. You're the nicest person I've ever met, Rakth. I'll try not to crush your hand. There she is. Third promise. Wait just a moment. Mablu, the peddler wannabe. Mablu and Tobli. Of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Anything to not have to board the dirigible. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryl's earring. Oh, is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Tural as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at a market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. Foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Dawntrail, to where it seems you are already bound. What luck, then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather here, there, or... Yet another discovery to look forward to. Lots of adventures. Adventures everywhere. Thank you both for coming all this way. That's cool, we took the Aetheryte. They probably did. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rites. Thanks, I won't let you down. I've just got aboard this dirigible and I'm as good as there. Last call for passengers to Dawntrail. Yes, I'm very tired today. I really hope she wins. Yaktel will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawnservant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be.
The fierce Shepral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Oh, and daylight, okay. That was sudden. That whole establishing shot reminded me of the... Is it Tural marsh from Xenoblade Chronicles?
Here, where the Shepral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
During the night. Colors sure were quite alike. The music in that area is lovely, but it's ruined for me forever. Because of some misheard lyrics.
Are you alright?
I've never been good with heights.
Oh, and heights are so fun! That suction in your stomach
The
when you look
vegetation
down.
is far denser than in Kozamauka.
Kozamauka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A what?
A cenote?
That's not how he said it, but sure.
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater.
Ah.
Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
Take 2 tumbles.
It was one time.
Is the Shebral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Well, I want to go to the azure part of the forest. Thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you keep someone in sight at all times. To the southwest, where we are already going. The Utomu horizon? Sure. Oh, you look kinda cute. A little bit. Just a little bit. There are very many of you, though. Very, very many. My first is the current. Yay. At the Asher part? Necrosis? Ooh. 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 Ooh, 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 and that stinger there. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. See? No tumbles. Thanks to cryoanalysis, but it still counts. Take care not to get separated. I would hate to lose you to this rampant undergrowth. Is it Ixbrox? Brosh? Over there, I wonder? I can't wait to hear them pronounce that. For all of Eramel's insistence, I have yet to discover anything particularly blue about this forest. Good, everyone's accounted for. Ixbrox is up ahead. Let us be on our way. Yeah, I don't like you at all. Come here, I want to look at you. You're horrible, but I want to look at you. Can I have a pineapple in your face? Yeah, that's horrible. Oh, speaking of sinkholes, kind of. Ugh. I can probably maybe fall down there? No, okay. Saber-toothed tigers, sure, why not? You're gonna drop skins, right? They're gonna drop skins. At least we have one mob that drops stuff. I'm gonna be up here somewhere. Large versions of older mobs, okay. We've seen these quite a few times. Same with the tigers, kind of. Uh-huh. Bor, thank you. I thought it said something else first. Can I get up over there? I can. And into the water we go then, instead of going around. Yes, maybe. Jump, jump. Tigers! Lots of tigers! We are stronger together. Also get stunned. All of you get stunned. Sweet. Only 400,000 though, but only level 91 mobs. In a level 94 area. Feels weird. Elfino, Erenville, Tural, Eorzea. Ooh. There are some very pretty places around here for sure. Just so you know, I shall be very cross if you push me. I would never. Are all cenotes? Cenotes? I don't even remember how you pronounce it. This steep, I wonder. Ha! I've fallen into high tide harbor enough time to be a professional diver. There's no way I'd fall into something like this on accident. Really? What's so blue about this forest? You'll see. Erenville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Yeah, I need to, it's soon time to clean this. Yes. Wuklam's attention is divided between the perilously deep cenote and Ixbrax. Ready to head on in? Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. There's still no time limits, really, so who cares? Oh, you again. No, I thought it was the from a distance, okay? It looked like he had glasses and I thought it was the guy who apologizes all the time and then just recovers extremely quickly as soon as Wuklamat says it doesn't matter. The third promise and her retinue, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawnservant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? Everyone? And who might that be? Everyone. There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. That's a fancy roof ornament. Ah, everyone. I see.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Valigarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people.
Ibrash Rash.
As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival.
Oh, so it's gonna be a little bit different.
Third promise. If you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation.
Oh, Jar Jar's screwed.
You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Oh, Wookiee's gonna be with him, isn't he? Isn't she?
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Triumphant can mean many things, doesn't need to mean winner. Just needs to mean to succeed with the feat.
12 forbid Wuklamart is paired with Bakul Jajar.
That's what's gonna happen.
All he's put her through. I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Me too.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red.
Blue.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Nice.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-hit.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
Cooking?
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
They are learning.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
You can learn from the past, though. Learn and understand. Can't just ignore it.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques.
Ooh.
Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster.
See, so both teams can be triumphant, so everyone can get a keystone.
Let the feat of repast begin.
No need to be the solo winner.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
Yes, I want to know too. As much as I would have loved to defeat you all in a high-stakes culinary battle, I couldn't have asked for better allies. For the pairings to be thus decided, the stars align for us indeed, says the astrologian. The first promise and Bakul Jaja are formidable on the field, but in the kitchen? I think the odds are in our favor. The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how best to proceed. Let us ask for his perspective. Not Alfino. Alison. Do you suppose the first promise and Bakul Jaja will wear matching aprons? I dearly hope so. No. Would be funny, but no. Only 2 claimants can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating perhaps, but irrelevant. We shall prevail. Did they really say that? I didn't interpret it as that at all, and there's something out here in the middle of nothing. I just noticed. That's gonna be underwater, isn't it? Because he only said triumphant. And like I said, triumphant doesn't necessarily mean winning exclusively. You just need to succeed with the dish, I think. That's what I think. I consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and Turali, but this is the first time I've heard of Shibruk Bibil. First promise? Right. So what do you say, Kuna? Any ideas? How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. Wait, what? You agreed? You mean we have an advantage in numbers? Yes? Our competition has a team of 6. The 2 claimants, Sarelja and Bakul Jaja's lackey. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. Oh, thank you. With the tasks suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble the necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident lest we make careless mistakes that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Shibruk Bibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Shibral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Spy on people to see what they eat. Sure. mean, they have a lot of... Ooh, no. They have a lot of wildlife around. There are the tigers, there are the weird flowers. That look like they have pineapple heads and pineapple tails. Maybe something to do with them. Ixbrax. Standing on the edge of a cenote in the midst of a dense forest, the Shabral's home village has a clearing open to the sky for stargazing. The name of the settlement means Red Brax, a fierce beast related to the Curl, and this bold shade is painted liberally upon the walls of their wooden dwelling. So Ik means red. Okay. Colorful spices, that sounds spicy. Actually spicy. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in the blankets. That one's called achiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine. But its medicinal herb benefits are significant as well. Geez, once the mouth starts trying to read what it wants to read, there's no stopping it. So it's mostly for color. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to fall down there. Can I go in here? No. Any clues in this humble abode? Sounds like the Brethren of Brax something something. I'm not surprised they're the best of us after all. Also, I haven't been able to attune yet. Should do that. Come with me for a moment. Okay. Yes, just give me the gemstone trader, thank you. Rock's hide, branchberry fruit, and chia wingblade? Sure. See, we have some bright banana peels. Very bright banana peels. An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped my Yatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. Not very subtle. They are really not very subtle. La Selva Celolevo? Sure. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business. I don't get that. Those people. Those damn people. Is there anything down in here? Why am I running? Nope, this is just a nice cenote? Cenote? Gotta be nice to just be able to go down the stairs and then dip in for a swim during the way too hot days. Here's Alice, eh? And what flavor would that be? Oh, we have a ballista. Kind of. That's cool. Fastidious fellow. The recipe for Shibruk Pibil? That's not really what I asked for, but sure. I wish I could tell you, friend, a dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we're forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hunmu Rook himself. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Ibruk to be had at the market. So, get dish, eat dish. Try and figure out ingredients for dish from eating dish. I see. That might be a bit difficult. Because none of us be master chefs. Sorry, I'm back. So, what did we discover about Shibruk Pibil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Shibruk Pibil. But one in particular she had attributed to all common Shibral dishes. Achiote, she called it. I see. Then if Shibruk Pibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alfino claims, we have confirmed our first ingredients. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of Najul, or banana, in certain localities. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? The squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish. Yes, a namazu. Roast all the namazu. As would be expected of a dish called Shibruk Pibil, indeed. Why? What does it mean? So to summarize, this dish is one of Ibruk, flavored with a combination of spices that include achiote and steamed underground within Najul, or banana, leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you all were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Ibruk, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer my aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I am happy to lead someone to a suitable Ibruk if they will perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the Najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland, forests far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamati, Brax, if you would accompany me on my errand? Sure. No better way to whet my appetite. Good, let us be about our tasks then. We are going to talk to people. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Kona has the look of a man intent on finding bananas. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Eorzea mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. It might be. Whoop. He's up here, isn't he? Yes, he's up here. He's not down. He's not outside the village. The cookie's inside the village. Hi. I found your leaves. Your banana leaves. The banana coconut. Can I get some? Oh, hello again. Did you need anything? How about some bananas? Or at least the leaves of said banana? Najul leaves. For purposes other than Shibruk Pibil, naturally. Wink, wink. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You will have to travel to the lower forests for more. Golmagic Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you will ever find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compare. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Hello? Traveling there requires that you go through the Tinbeck Traverse, but it has been caved in. Due to the recent storm, I suspect and expect. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? There were no other way of procuring them. You would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you would be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Shibruk Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. Still, if there are no leaves here and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliyollal. So perhaps there is something about Shibruk Pibil that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like, who was the first to make it? Its history, that sort of thing. If it is Yggdrasil's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between the Shibral and the Mamulja, right? Mm-hmm. These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Shibruk Pibil. Huh? What does steamed Ibruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilion Asso. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilion Asso, understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let us go and see this place. Ooh, yeesh. Ugh. No repairing needed. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna have to leave this here way shorter than I intended to be, but I am just way too freaking tired. Having slight trouble keeping my eyes open, and my reading just isn't really there. Anyway, gonna have to cut this short, unfortunately, because I wanna play more. But alas, the body does what the body does, and I gotta follow the body's instructions. So anyway, thank you for popping in, thank you for watching. Please take care of yourself, be kind, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.